Wayne, why don't you run for Prime Minister of Canada? You would win easily. You wouldn't even have to campaign.
Most of us and collectively need to strengthen our defense. And let's do that.
Trump's first period, he visited in Europe and he said you have to spend more.
Yep.
He was right.
Yep.
He was right.
Canada's dictator has a replacement who's been selected by President Trump. He named him on True Social, said, "I just left Wayne Gretzky, the great one, as he is known in ice hockey circles. I said, Wayne, why don't you run for Prime Minister of Canada to replace that dictator Trudeau? It's also soon to be known as the Governor of Canada, Wayne. You would win easily. You wouldn't even have to campaign." Now, Wayne Gretzky says he had no interest, but I think the people of Canada should start a draft Wayne Gretzky movement. It would be so much fun to watch, says Trump. Now, that would be fun to watch. And dictator Trudeau has been having a hard time up there. It's more on this from the Daily Mail. You can see they did sit down together at Mar-a-Lago some time ago, but it was Trudeau who he was talking about. There's Trump in Wayne Gretzky talking about this. Gretzky is the greatest ice hockey player of all time, joined many others in backing Trump: Nick Bosa, Brett Favre, Harrison Butker, Danica Patrick. Gretzky played all over the place, and it was a fun little dig at Justin Trudeau. Now, I don't know how this whole conversation is being received by our Canadian friends. Do they like being talked about like our 51st state? They're so polite. Are they going to get mad about anything? And if they do, they don't really have any guns up there or anything. So, and their government is just filled with dictatorship. So I don't know. They might actually be in favor of it. I'm not real sure. He is still the leading goal scorer. And when Trump made the same comment, there were howls of laughter about Canada becoming the 51st state. So it is causing a ruckus up there, and not just up there, also around the world. This was an interesting clip. So watch this. This is a group of EU leaders who all are suddenly changing their tune. Last time Trump was in power, a lot of these people were digging their heels in. Trump's not going to tell us what to do. We're not paying any more money into NATO. He's just a buffoon. He's a clown, all the things. Now, after Trump was proven right, Trump said, "You guys got to spend more money on your own defense because bad things can happen." They said, "Shut up. You don't know anything. Stick to your buildings and your golf, Trump. You don't know anything." Then we fast forward a few years. Russia invades. Oh, they're all like, "Oh, yeah, maybe it would have been a good idea to actually spend some more money on our defense. Maybe Trump was right." Now they're all figuring it out. This is what this sounds like, and this is amazing.
There have been reports on Trump wanting the NATO countries to increase their defense spending to 5%. What's your thought about this?
I think what we just said is obvious, that European countries individually, most of us, and collectively need to strengthen our defense. And let's do that. And let's do it partly because we cannot in the long run ask for the US to be kind of the main sponsor of European defense.
No, you can't.
But also, as Kyriakos mentioned, there's the best way of cultivating the important transatlantic link is to show that we do take our own defense seriously. So
It was 2018 on Trump's first period. He visited in Europe and he said you have to spend more to defense. He was right.
Yep.
He was right. And I think that...
Do you see her face? Maloney, look at her. She's like, oh, no kidding, man.
And we have seen that he has done the same again. You have to spend more. And he's right again.
Yeah.
If I just may add, there's one thing we know, I think, is that the 2% number is probably history. We know we will need to spend more than 2%, but it will become very clear, as we've said, once we interact with the new president, what is the figure that we will agree on within NATO.
What is the figure we will agree on? So they all sound like they're nervous, right? Trump was right. You can even see it in their faces. When Maloney is sitting there, Trump was right. Look at her face right there. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if she's realizing, like, look at that. Deer in headlights look. Oh my gosh. Things are not going to be the same anymore.